This is Mike Pedersen with AskGolfTrainer.com, here to answer all your golf and fitness questions. The first question today is from Dale Casey in Little Compton, Rhode Island. Dale writes, "Hi Mike, I really appreciate you doing this golf fitness video blog. Here's the deal. To say the least, I'm dumbfounded and very frustrated. I play to an 18 handicap and have worked out in a gym for the past 4 months religiously. Here's the kicker. I don't hit any longer off the tee and my swing feels as tight and as weak as ever. I thought exercising was good for golf. What gives?" Well, Dale, I can tell you right now that if you're working out in a fitness club, most of the machines in the club require you to sit. Well, if you think of golf, golf is in a standing position on your feet in what we call golf posture, which is very unnatural and very uncomfortable. If you sit down in a machine, that's the farthest thing from helping your golf swing. Now, not to say that exercise isn't going to help somewhat, but if you want to benefit your golf game, you need to get as specific to your golf swing as possible. So I would strongly recommend standing on your feet and doing as many rotational exercises as you can if you're in a gym. If you're not in a gym or you're in your home, you can grab a single dumbbell and do mini golf swings. You can grab some tubing and attach it to a door and make golf swings. You can actually even break your golf swing down into little phases like backswing phase, impact phase, follow-through phase, and you can make an exercise out of all those. But I can tell you right now, the biggest fault with working out in a gym is working on the machines where it's controlled. Because remember, the golf swing isn't controlled, it's dynamic, it's free-flowing, and it involves many, many muscle groups all at one time. When you're on a machine in a gym, typically that isolates one muscle group. Well, that one muscle group may or may not be involved in your golf swing. For instance, if you're doing a leg extension machine where you're extending your legs out in front of you, sitting on the machine, well, that's not really going to help your golf swing. Sure, that strengthens your quadriceps, but in the golf swing, your legs are flexed, but in almost kind of an isometric position, and you hold that position throughout your whole golf swing. So you would want to do exercises similar to that position right there. So give that a try. I hope that helps you. And if you have any more questions, just hit the comment link below and comment, or go up above and hit the Ask Golf Trainer link and ask another question. But I hope that helps you out. Okay, the second question is from John Verd from Naperville, Illinois. John writes, "Hey Mike, I've been a fan of your stuff for quite some time now. My question is about a swing fault I have that I just can't fix no matter how hard I try. I am coming out of my posture right at impact on every single swing. Can this be a physical issue, or do I need to keep working on my technique?" Well, I can tell you, John, without being there in person, it's hard for me to diagnose exactly why you're coming out of your golf swing. But since I'm a fitness guy, let me come from the fitness angle. There's a muscle group on your body that's critical in holding your golf posture. It's your hamstrings. And the majority of golfers out there have tight and or weak hamstrings. If you have this physical limitation, it's virtually impossible to maintain your golf posture. And to bail out of your swing rate at impact tells me that there's a good chance that it could be your hamstrings sending a message to your brain saying, I can't hold this position, I got to get out of it, it's too uncomfortable. So the solution to that would be to stretch your hamstrings and to do some strengthening exercises to be able to hold that position indefinitely, especially for 18 holes of golf. I mean, when you think about swinging in a round of golf, between practice swings and your actual swing, you're swinging well over 100 times a round. Well, that's in your golf posture, which is going to wear down your hamstrings. So this is a perfect example of a physical limitation causing that swing fault. So what I recommend doing would be to do some stretches for your hamstrings and do some strengthening exercises. Well, you can get on my blog, you can look at some of the articles I've written all over the web, type it into Google, whatever you want to do, but I would definitely work on your hamstrings to see if that corrects the problem. Hope that helps out. Okay, the last question for today is from Peggy Solenberger, who's an 8 handicap living in Green Valley, Arizona. She writes, "I play golf about 5 days a week. When I play, I do not have shoulder pain, but that evening, I have a lot of pain in the scapular part of the back of the shoulder. I use heat and rub it down with Bengay or something like that, and it helps, but it's a vicious cycle. If I go out in the evening where I'm standing up and not relaxing in my easy chair, the pain gets almost unbearable. Help." Well, I can tell you, Peggy, that most women golfers lack strength in their shoulder muscle group. It's unfortunate, but swinging a 3.5 pound club for 18 holes of golf is very fatiguing on the shoulder group. So if you've got weak shoulder muscles, you're going to have compensations, and one of the compensations could be in between your shoulder blades, and that's where the fatigue gets set in. And the reason why you're not feeling it during the round of golf is you've got endorphins kicked in, you're kind of amped up because you're playing, so you're not focusing on it. And then when the golf round winds down and when it's over with and your body starts cooling down again, then the pain sets in. So that's what you're experiencing. So what I would strongly recommend is doing some rotator cuff exercises for your shoulder using some light dumbbells. Also, you can use some tubing as well. But I see that and hear that a lot with the women golfers is shoulder problems and neck problems even. And that all relates to a weakness in the shoulder. It's not a flexibility issue, it's more of a weakness issue. So I'd strongly recommend doing some rotator cuff exercises to strengthen your shoulder muscle group, and I'll bet you that'll alleviate that pain. If you have the pain after that, then I'd strongly recommend going to see a physical therapist. But I think if you strengthen those shoulder muscles and do that consistently a couple, 2 or 3 times a week, that should help